Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector, and as you see, I have this Ghetto Fabulous setup here. I don't know if I'll be using it all the time. We'll give it a shot if it doesn't fall down and smash me in the face. But as you see here, I got in the mail for, I think total of with shipping was like $8, this Kazuhisa Ishii autographed baseball. Now this is a JSA authenticated baseball, and I'll show you the sticker on the back, but really I just wanted to get it because of the autograph on the sweet spot. And I want to share a little bit about the players, kind of like how I have been doing with the autograph cards I get through TTM. This is one of his this is his rookie card, one of his rookie cards from Topps Finest from 2002, correct? Yep. Want to make sure I didn't speak out of term. And I want to show off that card so you can kind of put a face with a signature and talk a little bit about him. One cool thing is that in like 2000 and I want to say 4, probably 2004, I got to see him pitch with Nomo in Cincinnati. They were walking from the bullpen into the field, and I got to see them warming up. And Ishii, I think, ended up pitching in relief, if I'm not mistaken. But it was really cool to see him play. It was his last season with the Dodgers. And I'll talk a little bit about it. I wrote up a little cheat sheet to talk a little bit about his specifics. So that way you're not just staring at my beautiful face. You can look at this right here. Now, so let's talk a little bit about him. Kazuhisa Ishii was born in Chiba, Japan in 1973. And he started his baseball career with Nippon Professional Baseball, or NPB, in June 9th, 1992, with the Yakult Swallows. He was only 18 years old. So 92 is when he started his career with the Swallows at 18 years old. Now, he played all the way through 2001 when he went to the Dodgers. I'm sorry, he played all the way through 2001, and then 2002 he came to the Dodgers and played. And then he played there through 2004. 2005 he went to the Mets. And then he went back to the Tokyo Yakult Swallows because they changed their name in 2006 through 2007. And then he went to the Saitama, I had to think about it in my head, the Saitama Seibu Lions from 2008 to 2013. So that's his trajectory through baseball. He did not have a very successful career in America, and I'll get to his statistics with MLB. It was okay. He actually had quite a few strikeouts for only being here for a handful of years and being injured, which I'll talk about that as well during some of that time. So his stats in Japan are as follows. He had 143 wins and 103 losses. His ERA during his entire career in Japan was 3.63. And he had 2,115 strikeouts. So pretty good, pretty good. And then with his MLB stats, he had 39 wins and 34 losses. He had an ERA of 4.44. And he had strikeouts of 435. So he had quite a few strikeouts for, I thought were quite a few strikeouts for a player who, one, only had a handful of years here. He came in 2002, left in 2005, and he was injured some of that time. So for that, I thought he did okay. And then so that was that. He currently is the general manager and the manager for the club for the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. That's a mouthful. So he's currently, that happened just this year. He had been before just a general manager in the back office, but he has decided to take on an actual manager role in the dugout. That started this year. Let's see, some of his career highlights. He didn't really have much in America. In Japan, he had the NPB ERA champ in 2000. He also was a two-time NPB strikeout champ, and that was in 2018 and 2000, and in the year 2000. When he debuted with the Dodgers, he beat the Cubs and then went on to win 6 games in a row for his rookie season, and he also became Rookie of the Month of April during that time. So that's pretty good. He started out strong, beating Sean Steely Second's Cubs, but he ended up, after that, the wheels kind of fell off. So that was in April 2002. He had that accolade. However, in September of that year, he was struck in the face by Astros Brian Hunter on a ball hit back towards him. He ended up having to have emergency surgery for nasal reconstruction, so for a nasal fracture. And so that obviously was not good. So he was out at that point, and at the end of the season, he was ranked 4th in rookie voting for 2002. So he was the 4th in line there. Let's see now. Let's look at here. One of the things that they said about him, I'm sorry, I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. One thing they did say about him in American MLB is that he had a pretty strong first part of the season, but after the All-Star break, he fell off and did not do so well. So, I saw a couple stats. He was like, towards the end of the season, he was like 5-14 or something. So he would win quite a few of his games at the beginning, but then just blow it at the end. So he's in Japan now. He's been managing there for this year. So we'll see. I mean, as far as that's concerned, I think it's really interesting to think that when we in America no longer see some of these players that are foreign born, we just think they just disappear into the abyss. I think a lot of us, they're like, all right, they have their flash in the pan. Some might have had some success, some might have had no success, and some of it was maybe a mix of success and not so successful, I guess. And but a lot of these guys, they come over and give it a shot. I think sometimes we forget about that because, we all know MLB is the top level for baseball. And a lot of these guys want to come over here and try and see how good they do. And some of them are, they stay for years. And that's pretty awesome. And some of them don't even stay for a couple of months. They get a taste and they're like, oh, no, it's not for me. And I think it's very interesting because a lot of us don't think about these guys after they disappear. Because if you really think about it, some college kid or maybe some high school kid coming out, every once in a while you have a Bryce Harper, but a lot of times these players, we don't make a big deal about them getting on the team. It's not a big deal if, so-and-so ends up being on the 40-man roster for baseball. But a lot of times these foreign-born players, especially from Japan, they have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations when they come over because they're already in a professional league that's, probably the quadruple A of baseball, quite frankly. And then, so there's a lot of expectations from Japan. There's a lot of expectations from the clubs because here in America, they spend a lot of money to just talk to these guys. Maybe not even sign them. So they sign them, like Daisuke's a good example. It was like a $20 million just to talk to him or something, or $15 million, and then they did. He accepted that would be going towards the club in Japan, and then he'd get some of it or whatever. So they have a lot more pressure coming over here than some like 24-year-old college graduate from Vanderbilt or whatever. So, but then they just kind of disappear, and you always wonder, like, well, they make such a big deal about bringing them over, and then, if they don't pan out, they kind of disappear. But a lot of times they go back to, like in this case, like in Ishii's case, he goes back and has a career for 7 more years or something, and pretty successful. So, it's pretty awesome. So it's kind of cool to think of it in those terms because I know a lot of times I don't think we do. We're just like, oh, he no longer plays. He retired, he quit, or whatever. So it's a kind of cool thinking, I guess, to go, oh, okay, this guy he kind of revamped his career. He didn't do great in America. He went back to Japan and did all right for himself. So I just wanted to show this off, guys. I thought it was a really cool deal. I got it off of eBay. Like I said, I think I bought the autograph ball for like $3 or $4. It was like $6 shipping, so it was like $8-9 total. Which for the grading is I'm sure like $15 or $20 for the grading. The cube itself was probably like $10. So really, I got the ball for free. I got the autograph for free, and it has three different stickers on here. So we have the first one is, I think that's JSA, right there, as you can see. And then on the back we have 2 more. We have, I don't even know what these other 2 are, but we got 2 more right there. Let me turn that around. So you have 2 more there. But let me get a little closer of the autograph. So there is if I get on there, there is the autograph for Kazuhisa Ishii on an official Major League Baseball. Right there. So that's pretty cool. And I'll show the card one more time. This is a card. This is a Gem Mint 10 from PSA for the 2002 Topps Finest. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Let me know what you think below at the bottom of the screen, down there somewhere. And until next time, peace.